When your immune system is confused, it doesn't need more power, it needs direction. And with the right foods, you can give it exactly that. I'm Dr. Girnita, a rheumatologist who helped many patients with autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, Sjogren's, and psoriatic arthritis. And in this video, I will share 10 foods scientifically proven to calm inflammation, balance your gut, and ease the autoimmune symptoms. Now, medications are important, but diet and lifestyle play a huge role in how you feel every single day. Food number 1, fatty fish. Think salmon, sardines, or mackerel. I once had a patient with rheumatoid arthritis who noticed her morning stiffness improved after she added salmon twice a week to her meals. In just a few months, she noticed a big difference in her joints, and we were gradually able to reduce the medications that she was taking. Why is this happening? Omega-3 fatty acids in the fish have strong anti-inflammatory properties. And many studies have shown that omega-3s reduce the production of certain cytokines that fuel inflammation. And in patients with rheumatoid arthritis, even supplements with omega-3s were shown to reduce joint swelling, inflammation, and morning stiffness. The same in patients with lupus or psoriatic arthritis. And in patients with Sjogren's, they have improved the dry eyes or dry mouth. Now, omega-3s do not cure the disease, but they shift the balance of inflammation in the body, which will calm an overactive immune response. Food number 2, colorful vegetables. Especially dark leafy greens, broccoli, or bell peppers. When you fill your plate with color, you're also filling it with natural antioxidants. Think of them as tiny shields protecting your cells from constant immune attacks. Vegetables are rich in polyphenols and vitamin C and vitamin E, which will reduce the oxidative stress, which is a driver of autoimmune flare-up. Patients with lupus, for example, are especially sensitive to oxidative stress. A diet rich in vegetables can protect the tissues from damage while it will calm the immune system. Food number 3, legumes. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, or peas, they are humble foods. They might not sound very exciting, but they are very powerful allies for anyone living with an autoimmune condition. Why? Because legumes are rich in plant-based protein. They also contain a combination of fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, zinc, and iron. And clinical research has shown that people who eat more legumes tend to have lower levels of C-reactive protein, which is a key marker of inflammation in our body. In fact, studies on people following a Mediterranean diet, which is an eating pattern known to reduce autoimmune disease activity, will show better rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis symptoms control because these legumes and leafy greens are incorporated into the diet into a big portion of their meals. But here it is an interesting gap. In the United States, the average intake of legumes is less than 5 grams per day. Now compare that with Mediterranean countries where people eat 15 to 20 grams per day. Legumes, not only that they will help decrease the blood sugar and reduce inflammation, but also many people will notice that they feel less hungry, less swollen, and they feel more energetic after adding more legumes to their plate. Food number 4, whole grains. Brown rice, quinoa, oats, or barley. I often hear my patients say they've cut all the carbs, but not all the carbs are the same. Whole grains are very different from processed white bread or pastries. Whole grains are high in fiber, which will feed those beneficial gut bacteria. A balanced gut microbiome is the key for regulating the immune system. And research has shown that people with autoimmune diseases often have those gut imbalances. Food number 5, enzymatic fruits, like pineapple or papaya or mango. Now imagine foods that will come with their own toolbox of natural enzymes that will help digestion but will also reduce inflammation. Pineapple contains bromelain, papaya contains papain, and both of these are enzymes that will support digestion and will reduce inflammation. And for patients with autoimmune conditions that affect the gut, like inflammatory bowel diseases or rheumatoid arthritis, these enzymatic fruits may help reduce the discomfort while supporting the absorption of nutrients. Food number 6, berries. I often call them small fruits with big power. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, they're not just sweet treats or colorful toppings. These fruits carry very powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Berries will calm down inflammation and the symptoms of autoimmune diseases. And there are many studies like this one in people living with rheumatoid arthritis or lupus that found out that those people who ate blueberries or berries regularly will report less joint pain, less stiffness, and better mobility. And the benefits will not stop only to your joints. The same antioxidants found in berries will protect your heart and will protect your brain. Food number 7, fermented foods. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso. Think of your gut as a busy city, and probiotics are the friendly citizens keeping peace and order. Now, fermented foods bring in the reinforcements, and research has shown that probiotics from fermented foods can calm down and regulate immune system, will reduce the gut inflammation, and even improve arthritis symptoms like the pain, the swelling, the morning stiffness. Patients with Sjogren, with lupus, with rheumatoid arthritis, once they start eating fermented foods regularly, they do notice an improvement in their bloating, in the energy level, and even in the joint pain. Food number 8, turmeric and spices. Food is also medicine, and some spices are powerful prescriptions. Curcumin, which is the active compound in turmeric, has been shown to block inflammatory pathways. Ginger will reduce pain and stiffness in arthritis, while garlic supports your immune system and even your heart. And these spices can calm your flare-ups, especially in conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, because it will help reduce the pain and systemic inflammation. Food number 9, nuts and seeds. Now, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, flax seeds, and chia seeds. A handful of nuts may seem small, but it carries a big punch of nutrients. Nuts and seeds are full of omega-3s, of fiber, magnesium, antioxidants. And magnesium is especially important because deficiencies of magnesium were linked to increased inflammation. And for you, nuts and seeds will provide a steady energy and nutrients to support your joints and your muscles. And they are critical for anyone struggling with fatigue and pain from autoimmune diseases. Now, food number 10, olive oil. In ancient Greece, olive oil wasn't just food. It was medicine and even sacred ritual. According to the legend, the goddess Athena gifted the olive tree to the Athenians as a symbol of health and peace. Now, Hippocrates, often called the father of medicine, he praised olive oil as the great healer, and he recommended it to sore joints or for people that were complaining of aching muscles. What's fascinating is that modern medicine confirms what the ancients intuited. Now, extra virgin olive oil is rich in olecanthal, which is a natural compound that will calm down inflammation. In fact, this landmark study, a large clinical study of the Mediterranean diet, It showed that people who consume more olive oil had a significantly lower risk for chronic disease, including heart disease. Now, for patients with autoimmune diseases, this is especially relevant because less inflammation means less joint pain, less stiffness, and better long-term health. So what is the big picture? Autoimmune diseases can't be managed by food alone. But food can absolutely calm down an overactive immune system, and it will support your treatment. So think of it like you give your body the best environment to heal. If you want to learn more, grab a copy of my book, Thriving with Rheumatoid Arthritis, because you're going to find here all the information that you need to feed your body with the right choices. And now that you know about the foods that will calm down the immune system, you want to know about the foods that will worsen inflammation, because if you don't recognize them, you may undo the progress that you are making. So you can find all this information in my next video.